Vibrant U is on the air.
Yeah, welcome to Vibrant U Live. I'm Nathan Johnson.
And I'm Bo Johnson.
And we're here to talk to you about vibrant broadband, all things internet, and more.
Yeah, and today we have a special guest with us. We have Shane Zeppelin, who's our marketing and communications specialist here at the Meeker Co-op.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
You bet.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background with the co-op and your background with technology?
Sure. So my name is Shane Zeppelin. I am the marketing and communications specialist at Meeker Cooperative and Vibrant Broadband. I've been here for about 3 years working with the team, and I'm kind of a technology guy and always been interested in the internet and all things internet, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing some video stuff, staying connected, things like that. So my background is marketing, and I've kind of played with, internet gadgets for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, last week we talked about, smart home technology, gave some examples of what a smart home is, what kind of technology we're talking about. You use a lot of this stuff at home, right?
I do. So, I don't know, I've read about the smart home stuff a long time ago. Back when, back in the early 2000s, right? And at that time it was like very, young.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Early, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't really dive into it until recently. And recently, I mean, about 3 years ago, I just started kind of converting things over in my home to be smart gadgets.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the first thing that you used for converting over into a smart home?
The first thing I started was with a light bulb, an LED light bulb.
A light bulb went off in your head.
Pretty much.
And then you got a light bulb.
So I thought, well, okay, so I'm going to try this smart home stuff, right? And my home is an old home. It was built in 1913.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah. Now, I didn't own it since then.
You look pretty good.
Yeah, right? We bought the home in 2004, and we got hooked up with a high-speed internet provider at the time. But actually, about 2 months ago, we got hooked up with Vibrant.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Great. The fiber internet?
Yep, we got fiber internet.
Perfect.
And, I mean, that's awesome.
Sure,
I'm
sure that helps with all the smart homes.
Yeah, and I thought I had high-speed internet before, and, I didn't really notice that I had issues. It wasn't really issues, I guess, but I really notice how instant fiber is.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the benefit of fiber for sure.
Right.
So you don't necessarily have to have a new home to have a smart home.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And that's my goal was I'm going to take this old home and add smart things to it and just kind of see what it does and how it helps me and how it changes my daily routine, right? So I started with some light bulbs and just LED bulbs. I went to Walmart and got they came in two in a box, so it came with a pair.
Yep.
And I just, put them in the sockets and downloaded the app on my phone. And I thought, well, let's see what these can do, right? And so I was kind of playing with the app. And these bulbs, you could change the dimness.
Oh, sure.
So the white, from 100% bright down to 5% or whatever.
Sure.
But you can also change the color. So they could be any LED color. They could be red, blue, green, purple, whatever. And then you can change the routine on them so you can tell it to turn on and off at certain times of the
Nice.
day.
Okay.
Very nice.
So then I expanded that into smart plugs. So I got the same brand of smart plugs as I did the bulbs because I didn't want to have to download a different app.
Sure.
Yeah, keep it all
One
the
place
same.
to kind of manage it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there, again, I just plug them into different things in the house. And in the wintertime, I'll use a space heater, but I don't want that space heater on and off or on all day, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I put it into a smart plug, and I can have that space heater turn on in the morning, let's say 6 o'clock. And then if I want it to turn off at 8 o'clock, it's just on for a couple hours, it turns off.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So you can have it on a schedule, and then if something changes where you want to make any adjustments, you just pull out your phone, pull out the app, and you can do it right from there.
Yeah. And then being connected, especially with fiber internet, I can, from my phone anywhere, I can connect to my home and turn that on or off whenever I want.
Yeah.
Recently, I installed smart garage door openers, And I've got an old garage door opener in it. It was there when I bought the house, so it's 20 plus years old.
Sure.
And I just bought a module, and it's of course the same brand as my lights and my plugs.
Yep.
And I hooked that into my current garage doors openers, and from my phone I can open and close the garage door, or I know if it's open or closed. You guys talked about that last week.
Yeah, I actually put that on my Christmas list. I think it's a brilliant idea. I'm always forgetting if I shut it or opened it or whatever. So you didn't necessarily have to replace the whole garage door opener.
No.
You just had to do like a little add-on to it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure it's a lot cheaper than replacing the whole thing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think the ones I bought were like, I bought them on Amazon, and I think they were like $25 or something.
Yeah, well, that's
not
very
bad at all.
affordable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I think people, they don't have to get a huge expensive. It's not an expensive project.
Yeah.
Start with a couple light bulbs, and LED smart light bulbs are cheap now.
Yeah.
$15 a piece, roughly, maybe even less than that. Smart plugs. I know I can get a 2-pack of them for like $30.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
That's not bad.
and you slowly kind of build into this thing. You don't have to jump in,
And do it all at once.
Exactly.
Yeah, everyone that I know, they've gotten a light bulb, a smart plug, and then they see the benefits, and they just kind of keep adding on, and figure out everything comes out in the next couple of years. You'll probably see things that we don't even know are available now, and
Exactly.
it changes so quickly. So
Yeah.
you can adapt to it, as much as you need to.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I from there I bought a couple Echo Dots.
Oh, sure.
Some
Yeah.
Alexa devices, I guess.
Sure,
And by a couple, I mean 5.
that's not a couple. That's a few, I think.
So I've got one in the bedroom, and that one actually has the clock on it.
Sure.
So
I
it's
have one like
lighted.
that too. Yep.
Yeah.
And so I can set the alarm and just say, Alexa, set alarm for whatever time. But then also, we've got one in our living room, one in the basement, one in the garage, and one in the bathroom. And you're taking a shower, you can have it play the music. If actually, that it can also be used as an intercom system.
Oh, talk between each other?
Yeah. And play music or whatever. But also, it will connect to my smart bulbs and my smart plugs, and I can tell it to turn on the light in the basement.
Wow.
Or turn on the smart plug in the garage.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Hands-free.
Yeah. So I also recently had to replace my hot water heater.
Oh, no.
So I know it was not a fun thing. It was about a year ago. So I got one with Wi-Fi, and it's a smart hot water heater. So I can control that out from my phone as well. I can, from my phone, tell it what temperature to be.
Wow.
I can also set a schedule. So if I know that there's times that we aren't going to use a hot water heater, I can have it turned down to 100 or 90. And then if I know we're going to use hot water, turn it back up to 120. If I think that we're going to have like my kids over and stuff, and the shower is going to be used more often, or we're going to have to be washing a lot of dishes, then I could turn it up to 140.
Wow, that's
Very
pretty
nice.
convenient.
Yeah.
And it'll also tell me the health of the element inside.
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it wasn't that much more than just replacing the hot water heater. I think the difference was like maybe $100 or whatever.
To get the
to
one
get
that
the
can
smart.
do all that. Sure.
Mhm, exactly. We also have, now it's Christmas season, we also have smart Christmas lights on the outside of our house. So I can set them on a timer, I can change the colors, I can change the how fast they blink or if they fade in and out, all from my phone. So I mean, it's those kinds of fun things that you can do to make your home a smart home.
Sure.
Another thing I've added was cameras, and they are, again, the same brand as the lights, so it's just one app. But I have a camera mounted to my garage, and so from anywhere I can actually log in and see what's going on, throughout the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've got one in the house and one in the garage, and one inside the garage. So for security, I mean, that works awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice to have that peace of mind and just know that at any point, you can check in on you can get notifications if you just want to check it to see how things are going.
Yeah.
It's just right, and it's the phone's in your pocket. You can always get to it.
Mm-hmm. Fun thing I do every morning is I make a cup of coffee to bring to work, and I have a smart plug plugged into a tea kettle an
Okay.
electric tea kettle.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I just have that turned on, the smart plug on a timer, and so at 7:15 every morning, the plug turns on, the water starts to boil. By 7:30, I'm able to make my cup of coffee and take it to work.
That saves time.
Yeah,
Convenient.
exactly.
You don't have to think about it. It's ready to go when you're
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a little bit of, you got, Vibrance Fiber recently. Internet's an important part of a smart home, I assume. I mean, because you need a strong internet connection, you need something reliable.
Yeah. Well, all these things talk to each other. They talk to the app. They talk to your phone. You could even have it so that your phone can be a proximity sensor, so it will connect with your phone to the Google Maps, and know that, okay, you're 5 blocks away. I'm going to go open the garage door automatically.
That's
Wow.
convenient.
There's things like that that
Sure.
you could do that, or even like close the garage door. You could have it do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And you're talking about garages, outdoor cameras and stuff. I mean, did you have to go and get, mesh Wi-Fi? We talked about mesh Wi-Fi in the past. Did you, just use the one router? How do you make sure you have Wi-Fi where you need it?
I do have a mesh Wi-Fi system that I installed myself several years ago, and it works great with Vibrant.
Good.
Vibrant, I know that Vibrant offers the mesh as well. So if you don't have a mesh system already, or if you don't want the expense of going out and buying it yourself, mesh systems, they can range anywhere from $200 to $500,
Sure.
depending on what you want. I think that Vibrant's mesh system works great.
Yep.
Just add a pod, and it's $5 a month per pod.
Yep.
And really, the cost of that, what I spent on my system, I could buy, I could pay the $5 a month through Vibrant for, I think it was 3 or 4 years, and it's the same price.
It's
And
good
then now
value,
my
yeah.
system's 4 or 5 years old.
Sure.
And Vibrant stays current. So
Yeah, and I know, we manage it, we update it. If it does has issues down the road or needs updating, that's the advantage. We would replace it and all that
exactly.
stuff. So
I'm a gadget guy, and I know I've been working with this stuff for a long time.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I can run my own system.
Yeah.
But for anybody who wants to expand their Wi-Fi but just doesn't know, they don't have the expertise to,
Sure.
I guess, control their own system.
Yeah, and it's convenient to be able to give us a call and we can make those adjustments rather than doing all your own research.
Exactly.
We're always available to make
Without
those
a doubt.
changes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess any advice, someone's out there listening and they, are interested in some of the stuff we've talked about, making a smart home, getting more convenient. Any advice you'd give to someone who's getting into that game?
Yeah. So just do a little studying online. Go, do some research on Google, maybe watch some YouTube videos. Start small and simple.
Yeah.
You could just start with one thing. Start with a smart plug and
Sure.
just see what that does. Have your lights, have it set so the light, maybe plug it into a lamp and have that lamp just turn on and off at certain times. It's great for like when you're going to be gone
Oh, sure.
and you want your home to look like there's
Someone's
somebody
home.
home.
Yeah.
Lights can come on at different times,
Extra security.
turn off. Exactly.
Yeah.
So just start simple. Smart bulbs and plugs are the easiest thing to start with. Make sure that pick a voice system. Okay, either the Amazon Alexa system,
A lot of people already have those. So yeah.
Yeah.
Google Voice. So if you are a Google person, or the Apple HomePod.
Sure.
So pick one of those systems, and then make sure it's compatible with those devices, or your devices, the plugs and the lights are compatible with that voice system,
Yeah. Sure.
because that ties everything kind of together.
Yeah,
So I would start there. Start simple. Start small. Don't jump. You can jump if you really
You wanna
want
go
to,
head first.
right?
Yeah.
You can, but
Don't overwhelm yourself.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Start small, and it doesn't matter how old your home is. With wireless, your home can be a smart home.
Yeah, and it sounds like it kind of brings it back to the convenience, the time saving,
Sure.
and that you found that those are kind of the main things that you've gotten from your smart home.
For sure.
I remember when clap on, clap off was kind of a big
Yep.
thing.
Oh, exactly.
And then when everybody wanted to clap all the time, but
Yeah.
now it gives you some of those benefits without some of the
Exactly,
cons.
and that brings up another point. I mean, and you talk about security. That Meeker Co-op works with Heartland Security that offers all these smart home security devices, the
Sure.
cameras,
all the cameras, door sensors.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's also for safety and medical, that if you have medical conditions or whatever, the smart home thing helps in those areas.
Absolutely.
If an emergency happens, hopefully you have your phone next to you, but
Yeah.
if not, you have a voice system, hey, Alexa, do this, or call this number, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, having a smart home, it's really simple and really easy.
Yeah. Well, great. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. If you're listening and you are interested in this topic or other topics, or you have questions about smart home or other topics that you're interested in, absolutely email us. We have an email set up. It's vibrantulive@meeker.coop. That's vibrant, the letter U, LIVE @meeker.coop. Certainly email us questions or topic ideas. We'd love to discuss them on the show here.
Yeah, and just a reminder that we do have a promo going on right now. It's Refer Vibrant and Get Rewarded. So not only will you get your $25 referral credit, you'll actually get your name entered into a drawing to win a 50-inch 4K Roku TV. So if you're trying to get a new TV before the Super Bowl, now would be the time to spread the word and get your name entered in.
Absolutely. And always feel welcome to give us a call at the Vibrant and Meeker Co-op office. Our number 320-693-3231, or visit our website at vibrantbroadband.com. There's a lot of great information on there.
Yeah, and you can also go to our Facebook page. We put these episodes on the day after, so if you want to listen again or share it with a friend, just search Vibrant Broadband on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we'd like to thank KLFD for having us on, and you for listening. If you we're on every Wednesday at 10:30. Tune in to Vibrant U Live, and I'm Nathan Johnson.
And I'm Bo Johnson.
We're still not brothers, pending results, but but we are here every Wednesday at 10:30 to kind of help teach people how to use the internet. So thanks for having us.
Yeah. Vibrant Broadband. It's snorting